OpenAI launches ChatGPT Atlas, an AI-powered browser that learns as you surf. Windows 11 upgrade bypass? No hacks, no piracy, but Microsoft won't love it. Bell makes Canada's first space-based smartphone call and plays the sovereignty card. And can AI help spot a scam? Sometimes? Yes. Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. OpenAI has just entered the browser wars with the launch of ChatGPT Atlas that quietly went live on Monday. Atlas looks a lot like any Chromium-based browser, but the difference is that ChatGPT is built right in. You can call it up on any page to summarize content, compare products, or even draft an email based on what you're reading. The browser also has memory. It can recall what you've looked at before or things you've told it, give it context for later conversations. OpenAI says users can review, edit, or erase that memory at any time, or switch to incognito mode when they don't want it to remember. And then there's agent mode, where the AI can act on websites for you. It can fill out forms, plan a trip, or even shop online, although OpenAI stresses that agents stay inside the browser tabs and can't touch local files on your computer. The launch positions OpenAI directly against Chrome and Edge and even Perplexity's new browser, Comet. But this move is bigger than browser wars. It's about controlling the interface between humans and AI. By integrating ChatGPT at the browser level, OpenAI is starting to build what some call an AI operating layer, a system that doesn't just find information, but helps you act on it. I only had Atlas to play with for about a half an hour before I had to get to the scripts and get on air. It's still a little buggy, but it's already interesting. A couple of red flags for me, though, right from the start. The memory on a browser. We've already had caching and cookies that reveal enough about us, and they're easily accessible. OpenAI is going to have to show us exactly how it protects that memory. I certainly won't be accessing secure sites with it in the short term. But the idea of OpenAI as an operating system is clearly where they're headed. We'll keep testing it this week. We'll see what it can really do. We've covered just about every story we've found on how to cope with or avoid with the end of supports for Windows 10. No, there was one we skipped because it involved pirating licenses, and we have some serious qualms about that. But this one's different. ZDNet published a story this week showing how a user managed to bypass Microsoft's hardware checks and install Windows 11 on a PC that was officially listed as incompatible. And they did it in about 5 minutes. No pirated software, no cracked keys, just a clever workaround that essentially tricks Windows 11 into thinking your system meets the requirements. It bypasses the CPU and TPM 2.0 checks that usually stop older machines cold. Now, to be clear, Microsoft has always said that if you run Windows 11 on unsupported hardware, you're on your own. You might not get updates, and future builds could stop working entirely. But for people staring down the Windows 10 cutoff in October 2025, this shows there's at least a temporary way to extend the life of older computers. And ZDNet's piece gives a straightforward explanation and even a few warnings about what could go wrong. We'll post a link to the story at technewsday.ca or .com. Just click on the podcast tab. In the show notes, you'll find the link. You're on your own on this one, though. We're not making a recommendation, but it's there if you want to take a look at it. Bell Canada has made Canada's first space-based smartphone call, a regular voice and data call made using an ordinary phone, no satellite handset required. The company says this marks the start of a new satellite service designed to extend mobile coverage to remote parts of the country. It's expected to launch commercially in 2026. What makes Bell's approach stand out isn't just the technology, it's where it's built. All of Bell's satellite base stations are being constructed in Canada, and the company says that means user data will stay here too. Blake Kirby, Bell's Group President for Consumer and Small Business, told iPhone in Canada that it's a completely sovereign satellite solution, unlike some competitors whose data may be routed through other countries. Pricing will put satellite access into Bell's top two wireless plans, the $85 for 175 gigabyte or the $105 for 250 gigabytes, or it's available as a $10 to $15 monthly add-on. Bell is clearly hoping to tap into the growing wave of support for Canadian data sovereignty. Its new service not only offers more capability than Rogers, its competitor's limited satellite beta, which for now handles only emergency messaging, but it also promotes a Made in Canada, Stays in Canada message that's bound to resonate with consumers and policymakers alike. I may take a little heat for this one, but here's a tip I share with people, especially older friends or anyone I think might be vulnerable to scams. If you're not sure something's legitimate, why not ask ChatGPT? I actually do it myself. I once got what looked like a real email, no typos, clean formatting, nothing obviously wrong with it, but it just felt off. So before I clicked on anything, I ran it past ChatGPT. Immediately it flagged it as a scam because of a subtle phrasing I'd missed. And it turns out I'm not the only one. The Register reported that another developer did the same thing. They were applying for a job, got a file they were supposed to look at. They were in a hurry. They were just going to click on it. And then he thought, I'm going to check this out. Used ChatGPT to check out the file, confirmed it was a fake. This was an interview scam. Now, AI tools aren't perfect. They can make mistakes, and they shouldn't replace common sense or a good endpoint protection. But for everyday users, they can serve as a kind of a digital phishing spell check. A quick second opinion when something doesn't feel right. It's not foolproof, but if it stops even one person from clicking on a bad link or falling for a scam, it's worth trying. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And that's our show. If you like what we're doing, please share it with others. Give us a like or comment on your favorite podcast app or site. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get podcasts. And you can reach me at technewsday.ca or .com. Take your pick. Just go to the Contact Us page and drop us a note. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just drop a comment under the video. I read them all. And if you want to, you can give us a thumbs up or a like or even subscribe. It all helps. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a wonderful Wednesday.